the big Clark Keating, the Brisbane Lions ruckman in grand finals. Move the ball forward. The half forwards came off the line as they should, playing in front. Run, receive, quick kick in, crumb goal.
And that kick from the half forward was deep into the danger zone.
Entry.
It put pressure on Frankston's back, and Hastings hit the ground running.
They've just done the little things right, haven't they? Moved the ball forward, half forwards in front.
Yep. And they replied quickly too.
Smith's been fantastic down forward
second
for
best
Hastings.
player on the ground, mate.
But they've got to get they must get this centre clearance, Frankston, if they've got any chance.
Hastings 65, Frankston 40. Ball spills out again. Jansen gets a handball out. Went to Mawson. Kicks the ball towards half forward. It's inside 50 now. McVeigh's got the slip. Can he kick the goal? McVeigh has a shot. He's done it! Colin McVeigh nails it! Up against the boundary line, and they're in raptures, the Hastings supporters.
Getting smashed in the centre. Kitchen hasn't got his hand or a tap out, and they're...
They've got to get Macari in there.
Yep.
Ward, the second string ruckman, has come in,
Yep.
and he's the last two...
Dominated.
He's bullying him.
He's dominated it.
Yep.
Sure is. He's playing. Just about to say he's playing a terrific role for his side. And we called for a big player in a big moment 10 minutes ago in McVeigh. He's responded with a couple of marks and a terrific goal from the boundary line.
So they've got some work to do now, Frankston. 4-16-40. They trail by 31 points. Hastings 10-11-71. 11 and a half gone. Ball's in the middle of the ground again. Tackle late in there. It's know what he's getting out of that congestion. And umpire Rowan David will come in and bounce in the centre of the ground here at Frankston Park. 2016 Nepean League Grand Final. Jansen won the ball, gave it to Clark. That was Luke. He got dumped after he kicked it. Goes up towards half forward. There's Foster again. Kicks the ball up towards inside 50. McVeigh almost took the mark for the ball. Olanis went without it. Brian O'Carroll. He mops it up only as far as Booth. Just needs to handball it inside to Rob. He's in some trouble here, Rob. Little short pass, went to Smith, needs to be clean, was so. Jansen unloads with a big bomb. McVeigh gets into position, punched away. Luke Hewitt, right foot snap across the face, through for a behind.
She's opening up now. What's the?
They're all over him at the moment, Hastings.
32 points, 72.
They can feel it, can't they? They can taste it. They're running on their toes.
They are. Ball comes in. They've just got to move it.
They don't feel any of those three games last week now, do they?
Dale Sutton trying to create something. Plays on. Kicks the ball. Look at Rogash. Sets himself. Couldn't take the mark. There's Booth. Put his head over the footy. Muston couldn't get it out. They've got to work now. Back goes Terry Green. He wants the boundary line. Taken there by Fox. Little clever handball was nice to Brett Sutton. Handball inside. There's Luke James. Wants to play on. Does so now. There's Whitley going back with a flight. Osterbury. Good play by him. He dropped the ball. Handball comes out over the corner. It's a goal to the Bombers.
Through Whitley.
Brad Whitley kicks the goal.
That's his second.
And the Bombers come again and the game is open right up. Second goal for him.
Hastings players not happy. They're calling for touched off the boot. They needed Rowan down there. He would have spotted it.
Give him a free tip. They won't change the decision. Get back to the centre.
Where's umpire Brett Chard when you need him?
Well, the boys
have
heard it. They've heard it. They've taken Kitchen off the ground, which they had to do. He was doing nothing in the ruck, and he's off.
For one of the first times today, it was actually a half-forward hit up, got the kick, they lowered the odds. He rolled on straight away, played on, long to the goal square, goal.
26 points the difference. Macari versus Ward in the ruck. Ward wins it. Tap down there. Mawson, he overran it. Dale Sutton was clean. Then he got one around the chops. Shorty got a free kick. Umpire said no. Not sure about that. Jansen goes to the top of the square. At the back of the pack, Amalfi needs to defend. Did so to Page. Chapman, he's got a paddock on the members' wing. Grabs it now. Tries to run around Rob. He did so comfortably. Thought about a handball. He's not sure where to go. Goes to Macari. Outer side of the ground. Tells his forwards to lead up at him. They do so now. Muston versus Green. Marino's in there. Clark's there as well. Osterbury, left foot, shocking kick. Was it? Worked out all right in the end. It was just a hack. Now Gray's got it. Runs through the centre of the ground. Hewitt's got the front position and takes the mark and just needs to settle it down.
Tell you, Terry, I've been really impressed with Terry Green. He just plays his role. He just had a really important one-on-one out on that far flank with Beau Muston. Similar 5 minutes ago out here on our half-forward flank. He just wills himself to get to the contest and get a fist on.
He's been great. Him, Dunn and Rogash
and
down
Lance
back.
Brewer too has been very good too.
Towie, it's 15 minutes gone now, son.
It is. And Luke Hewitt to put them back to 32 points ahead. unloads. It's a lovely long kick. He's
big
kicked
ball.
it.
Terrific.
Luke Hewitt's kicked the goal. 11-12, 78 plays 5, 16, 46. 15 and a half gone final quarter. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
When you're working in the garden, you need tough, reliable tools that won't let you down. That's why Hastings mowers stock quality brands like Honda, Echo, Toro, Cox, Husqvarna and Shindaiwa. With a huge range of mowers, brush cutters, chainsaws, shredders, pumps and generators in store. For quality equipment and excellent service, call into our sponsor Hastings Mowers Superstore at 2013 Frankston Flinders Road, Hastings.
A proud station sponsor.
Back in the centre of the ground again, Mark Devereaux just handballs it up in the air, hoping for something. Fox, usually clean by hand, wasn't on that occasion. And Melfi, ball smothered, spills forward. Good play there by Brian O'Carroll. Right foot snap around the corner. They got the numbers to hear the Blues. Hewitt, he slipped over, but so did Francis. Ball spills to Francis now. Degenhardt's got it. Kicks it up towards full forward. Green versus Foster. No, it's done. And Foster took a mark, Scotty. It was a nice mark. Plenty of pressure there up against the boundary line.
Been hit like that all day, really, has he?
Well, they haven't had the run out of the back line all day, have they, really?
No, and like you said, Billy, the game has really opened up.
Scotty Foster up against the boundary line. Needs to kick this goal. That's a lovely kick. That's a very, very nice kick. He's kicked his first goal for the afternoon, and the Bombers just keep answering. 6 goals, 16, 52. And they're trailing back by 26 points.
Silky finish, wasn't it? Beautiful. There hasn't been any system to their play today. There's nothing that we could see and say this is how they've moved the ball or this is how they've tried to win the game. At least their efforts up and their runs up in their second half, but there's been not a lot of footy through the corridor, not a lot of run received, certainly no switches, Blackers.
No, you're spot on there.
6-16. The ball comes out again. Fox. Couldn't get away with it.
A lot today, Tony.
Yeah, he has. The ball comes out to Dale Sutton. He kicks the ball towards 50 again. Green versus Muston. Good play by Green. Muston could have been held on too. James just unleashes. But the boundary line beat him. Over it goes. 17 and a half gone. The Hastings supporters will be sweating on the time clock.
Luke Clark, Toey. I've hardly noticed him today. Can't even recall you calling his name.
Who's that?
Luke Clark.
Nah. He's probably had about 5 possessions. I reckon 4 will probably pull him up.
So 7.5 minutes to go in this grand final. Mulhurran just taps the ball forward. Gray has been terrific again today. Laid a very, very good tackle. Then he took a player off the footy when he shouldn't have. And Dale Sutton's got the footy. 70 metres out from goal. Been very good. Kicks the ball inside. That's a lovely kick. Foster comes out. Ball spills over the back. Muston, what can he do? Runs towards the goals. Handball inside. Whitley will kick it. He does. No. Screwed it back a bit too far.
Made things a little bit interesting, wouldn't it?
6-17-53 Frankston. Hastings 11-12, 78. 25 points the difference. We saw Rosebud kick 4 unanswered goals in the final 5 minutes last week to get within 7 points. Can Frankston repeat the performance? Ball into play. Mulhurran could have given away a free kick. Good play there by Clifford. Tap the ball forward to Luke Hewitt. Grabs it now. Just hacks it forward. Where's McVeigh? He's nowhere, but Foster's there.
Take a minute.
Foster's got away from Williams in this quarter, mate.
Yep.
He has.
They're 6 minutes away from a premiership here. They just need to be smart, Hastings, and take 30 seconds every time they get a chance. A minute, get it out of bounds, stoppages, kill the game, slow it down. Don't need to be having a shootout at this stage.
Sean Foster. He's already kicked 1 goal this afternoon. We saw him grab his Hastings jumper with pride and show it to the supporters. Unloads from 50 and just pushes it across the face. He knew how important that one was.
It's still 5 goals, though, boys, that they've got to kick in the last
5 minutes.
Just the way James and Longham just changed on the bench there, boys. Frankston are resigned to their fate, boys.
Ball comes back into play. They got the numbers again. Hull, little chip outside. McVeigh, he would love this, wouldn't he?
Take
Party
your
time
time,
for
take your
Colin
30
McVeigh.
seconds, have a shot. He'll
Another
kick
40
this.
seconds.
He'll have a double fist pump.
I reckon there must be a bit of breeze going that way, Toey. Hewitt's last bomb was from outside 50 and cleared the pack comfortably. That last shot at goal from Foster cleared the fence.
Yep.
Cole McVeigh, he's right up against with all his supporters.
Lost in the crowd, Toey. Lost in
Wouldn't
the
he
crowd.
love this one? Cole McVeigh.
They are yelling words of support to him.
These are the ones he kicks too, boys. These are the ones in front of the crowd.
He's kicked 2. This to ice the game. From 50. Unloads. He likes it. He loves it. No.
He's up early.
He just missed it.
What's going on with the wind out there, Jonty?
Dropped off just at the moment, but there is a little bit back to where it started, towards the clubhouse side, which brought that ball back about half a ball width from being a goal, that was.
Mulhurran was good there. Longham just hacks it forward. Terry Green takes the mark. Dunn says hold.
He's been good, Green.
Terry Green has been fantastic. Start thinking about your players of the day. The ball comes in. Not a great kick by Terry.
Handball, son, from now on.
He's fatiguing.
And the ball will be taken there by Jared Amalfi. Members side of the ground. Half back line. Wants to go long. Does so. Kicks it towards half forward. Players set themselves. Rogash almost took the mark. There's Luke Clark. Not sure what to do with it. Goes short straight down the throat of Amalfi. Just needed to go long to that one-on-one versus Jay Page versus Hewitt. Didn't do it. Macari's got it now. A dart ball inside. Out comes Booth. Couldn't take it. Osterbury. Handball comes out again. There's Rogash. Tapped it there to Clifford. Tried to unleash it. Threw it in fact. Muston. Handballs it inside. Scott Foster. Macari. Don't argue. Came from him. Unloads with the left foot. Through for another behind. 6 goals, 18-54. Hastings 11-14-80. 21 and a half gone, boys. Time getting away from the Bombers now.
All over now, boys. I think
Body language is terrible from Frankston. They're just about consigned to defeat.
And I think Dale Sutton just coming off doesn't help the cause.
4.5 minutes to play, boys. Hastings are going to win the 2016 Nepean League Grand Final. Ball comes into play. Where's Rogash? Couldn't take the mark. Brought it to ground. Great play, Jake Hewitt. Mulhurran's been sensational, the big fella. Kicks it towards half forward. Hull's got to get there. He did. He's got numbers at ground level. Mawson goes back to Rob. Got plenty of time to kick the ball inside. Jake Hewitt, Luke Hewitt couldn't take the mark. Ball spills. Luke Hewitt's got to go again. Jay Page got something he likes on the outside. It's Brett Sutton. Defensive 50. Switches play. Comes to Kingsbury. He stopped, started. Now he takes off again. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Terrible kick. Straight down to Jansen, who unloads with a handball. Harley puts him under pressure. Almost poleaxed him. Comes out there towards Alanis, though. Got the loose ball. Turns inside out. Not sure what to do. Unloads with a bomb from 50. Wasn't great. And Page gets back and takes an uncontested mark.
Just needed to play this side of the ground. Coming from the other side.
A lot of tight boys out there now, especially in the red and black jumpers.
Fox grabs the ball, defensive 50, goes to the centre of the ground. Clifford's got his name written all over it. Couldn't take the mark. Devereaux spun out of traffic, kicks the ball inside. Here's Alanis, takes the mark.
He's had a good game too, boys.
I've been happy with Dale
Yeah.
Alanis' performance today.
So Alanis, there's plenty of players running past him. He knows, just take his time. Gives it to Devereaux from 50. Little short chip, lovely. That was a wonderful kick.
He's been good too, Devereaux.
He made Hewitt run into the space and take an uncontested mark. Terrific play, Mark Devereaux.
They've clocked off the Bombers. They just didn't work back. There's a massive hole. They've conceded.
This will be their 5th goal for the quarter, Hastings. And, you know, as you spoke at the 3/4 time, you know, Frank's any chance had to restrict them to 1 or 2, but 5 goals quarter sets up a great grand final victory.
24 minutes gone. Final quarter, 2016 Nepean League Grand Final. And Luke Hewitt to kick the decider, or the finish up. And he couldn't. Missed one dead in front. So it's 81-54. 24 and a half gone. Can't be long left now. 2.5 to go in the 2016 Nepean League Grand Final. Hastings supporters should start getting on their bikes. Start jumping up and down, start making some noise, because you're 2.5 minutes away from the 2016 Premiership. Your sides come from 4th, an elimination final. This the 4th final win in a row. What an effort. Great mark there by Longham. Should be paid. Needs to. It will come back. Josh Francis wanted to take the advantage, but no advantage.
You can't from a mark, Toey.
No. Longham's got the ball at half-back. Kicks the ball up the line. Here comes the Hastings chant. It starts. Ryan Kitchen takes his first mark for the afternoon.
He's been disappointing in a big game, Toey.
And he's very, very sore. Incredibly sore is Ryan Kitchen, jogging up and down on the spot he is now. Muston comes out, couldn't take the mark. There's Foster's been wonderful today. Sam Fox keeps the ball alive inside. Plenty of tired boys now. Luke Hewitt couldn't get it. Mawson's done wonderfully well today as well. Ball goes up towards half-back. Dunn. He's been outstanding. The coach sweeping handball to Foster. He'll keep running. Wants Rob to get it. They just don't want the footy either team at the moment. Their legs are buggered. Sam Fox gets it. Little chip kick up towards Amalfi. And Amalfi takes the mark at half forward.
Talk about Ryan Kitchen, Nick. You know, he really hasn't done anything in the ruck today. He hasn't money the ruck outs. He hasn't done anything around the ground. It's been a pretty poor game.
Loney unloads, kicks the ball. Oh, Longham over the back. Could have been in the back. There's Terry Green. Got his head ripped off. That was by James. A kick goes out wide. Jansen again. Needs a little short pass. Looking for Alanis and finds him. So Jansen's still running. Without anybody on him. Jansen goes back, keeps running still, runs around Mark Slogan, goes in short. Foster's got it. He's got heaps of players inside. Left foot snap around the corner. Hull versus Francis. Francis, nice mark.
That's a great mark by Francis.
It is. Swings the ball out wide. Not long left now. Loney goes inside. Centre half back. Jay Page gets around Alanis. Runs towards the centre. Rogash over the back. Another spoil from the big fella. Goes to Clifford. Goes inside. Woeful kick. Finds Francis. Back out to the members' wing. Amalfi goes for it. Can't get it. And the ball goes over the line out of bounds. So
30 seconds away from being premiers.
11,
Hastings.
15, 81. 26, 27 minutes gone. Ball comes back into play. Good play there by the big fella in Ward. He's tried his guts out. Here's Devereaux again. Jeez, he's been good. A little short pass looking for Foster. Couldn't take the mark. Fox at the fall of the ball. 18 seconds left. Brett Sutton's got it. He gives it off to his brother in Dale. Goes in short. Over the top it went. There goes Hewitt. Come crashing through. Foster picked it up. Handball to no one. 5 seconds left, gents. Ball goes to the centre of the ground. Rob couldn't take it. The siren's almost gone. There it is. Hastings are the 2016 Nepean League premiers. 11-15-81. Frankston 6-18-54. An unbelievable jubilation out there. Brendan Dunn took Karingal to a grand final and couldn't get the job done. He's done it this afternoon. 4 big finals. 4 big wins, and they're crowned the best of the best in a wonderful Nepean League season. Let's go to a break, and we'll be back with a full-time wrap. You're listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
Our sponsor, the Rye Hotel and Best Western 14 Nelson, are proud to be servicing the Rye community. The Rye Hotel's been around for 80 years and is renowned for their good old-fashioned service and hospitality. Best Western 14 Nelson luxury accommodation and conferencing offer 30 stylish suites with modern lounges and living spa bathrooms with contemporary furnishings and fabrics. Come in and try our new menu. Function facilities available. Phone 5985 2277 or visit the Rye Hotel at 2415 Point Nepean Road, Rye.
Hi, I'm Jack, and my dad's Pete from the Mornington and Rosebud Telstra stores, this year's winners of the Telstra Licensee of the Year award. My dad has been really busy lately, but he and the team have been recognised for their customer service excellence, and you really need to get in store and experience it for yourself. So drop in and see the Telstra Licensee of the Year team at the Telstra store in Mornington or Rosebud.
Or call us on 1300 My Telstra.
And in the meantime, I'm off to go kick the footy with Dad. Well done, Dad.
Thanks, son.
A station sponsor.
Sports Power Mornington are a family-run business who employs a local team of friendly and approachable staff who are fully trained in shoe fitting. Come in and see them for 40% off all 2016 adults and children Nike, Edi-Asp and ASIC football boots. When you visit Sports Power at 150 Main Street, Mornington, mention hearing this on RPPFM to receive 20% off store-wide. This discount cannot be changed with any others. Sports Power Mornington, a station sponsor.
Far out, it's Friday. You've got all weekend to check out great deals on offer at Bayside Jeep. Ask us about our Easy As 1, 2, 3 finance plan. Find us at baseideals.com.au. Great brands, great people and great cars.
Station sponsor.
Did you know that Bendigo Community Bank supports our local sporting clubs, including the Mornington Peninsula Nepean Football League, the Mornington Peninsula Junior Football League, the Mornington Netball Association, Nepean Netball Association, MPCA Cricket Association, and RPPFM. With all the usual banking and financial advice, the Bendigo Community Bank branches in Rye, Dramana and Rosebud are putting people back into banking. A station sponsor.
And welcome back to the RPP match of the day. It's the Nepean League Grand Final, and it's Hastings who are crowned premiers for 2016. 11-15-81 have defeated Frankston Bombers 6-18-54, and it wouldn't be a grand final if there wasn't a bit of shenanigans in the crowd. And
it's disappointing too, Toey. Like, you know, with all the kids and the girls and all that around, just shouldn't happen.
Let's just listen to Hastings' song. There it is. That was Jonty Rhodes giving us the song down there, and great stuff by the Hastings Football Club. And a bit of scuttlebutt happening in the crowd, which is disappointing. But it was a wonderful game of football by the Hastings Football Club. Frankston just never got into it. It was 3-3-21 to 6 behinds at quarter time. At half time, Hastings was 6-8-44. Frankston Bombers still yet to kick a goal, 9 behinds. At three-quarter time, it was 51-33. And the final score, 11-15-81. They kicked 4 goals, 6 Hastings in that final quarter to the Frankston Bombers, 3 goals, 3. They ran out comfortable victors, 11-15-81 to 6-18-54. Goal kickers, Luke Hewitt kicked 2, Peter Mawson 2, Colin McVeigh 2, 1 each to Matt Clifford, Mark Devereaux, Luke Smith, Nathan Gray and Sean Foster. And... it's a couple of Hastings. There's a bit of blue and white in the...
They've gone through. The Hastings boys are going for a walk through the Frankston crowd. Dirty like.
Good on
I think they've done the Dermot Brereton.
Not a smart move, though, really.
Brad Whitley kicked a couple for Frankston Bombers, 1 each to Mickey Marino, Scott Foster, Nathan Loney, and to Luke James. Boys, an outstanding performance by the Hastings Football Club today.
Yeah, wonderful effort, boys. And, you know, we always said that this competition was an even spread competition, boys, and anyone could win it, and we thought that this year, if you were going to win it from 4th or 5th, that this was the year to do it.
Yeah, it was. The Hastings crowd are just getting right in the faces. I don't think we've seen the end of what's been happening here, Julie. I reckon we're in a pretty... It's happening again, boys. It's all happening again here. There's girls involved and all sorts of things happening. Hastings supporters have just got to get away from that situation, I think, is the key.
Get over and celebrate. Get over and celebrate with the side. That's it.
Just a terrific result for Hastings. They they finished 4th. They're workmanlike. Played them twice this year, and both times they were so disciplined, and they shut down certainly the Sorrento game style. We couldn't get through them, and they were just workmanlike today. The guys like Booth, terrific job he does when he plays on someone. Green. Smith. They're not, you wouldn't say that they're in top 5 players on the list, top 10 players, top 15 players on their list, but they just all played their role for the side. The captain sets up, or the captain coach sets up behind the ball. Rogash, probably the best player in the competition. But everyone plays their role. Some of them know they're not world beaters, and that they don't try to be. They just play their role, and it's got them a premiership.
I thought Josh Mulherron was just sensational in the ruck today, and so was Ward when he went on there. They lost nothing, did they, when Ward went into the ruck?
Kitchen was, and in saying that, Kitchen was disappointing. You know, a guy of his calibre just didn't give anything today. They got nothing out of him, Frankston. They got nothing around the ground. They got nothing in the ruck.
When you look at Frankston and you go through all their players, there would be only 2 or 3 that you could say that really contributed. Bo Muston was one of them. Dale Sutton was another, in my eyes.
Spot on. And maybe Nathan Loney, I thought, tried hard, but I just think you're right.
But not early, mate. So
where Hastings probably had 12.
If you have a look at
wonderful contributors today.
If you have a look at your matchups, and like for likes more than matchups, Kitchen Mulherron takes the points. James versus Hewitt takes the points. Longham versus McVeigh in the end kicks a couple of goals. Didn't play a great game. Probably takes the points. Foster on Foster. Probably
Foster.
Sean Foster from
takes the
Hastings
point.
was terrific.
Takes
Kicked
the
2
point.
goals.
And that goes on and on.
And
Fox,
you look
Fox
at
and Gray and
you look at the midfield, Gray and Devereaux and all those sort of guys. Devereaux was outstanding today. I thought Luke Smith set the scene early. He was electric. And in my eyes, I think Rogash was outstanding.
But we spoke about it too.
He was the man that took the game on from the start.
That half back line for Hastings was fantastic. Green.
Johnny Rhodes is down there with Colin McVeigh. Johnny?
Thanks, Terry. Yeah, I've got Colin McVeigh here, mate. 21 years between drinks. How does that feel?
It's unbelievable. I can't describe it at the moment. I've never won a flag. I've lost 2. It's the best feeling, but it's just unbelievable.
Come the elimination final, knock off 4 really good teams, and then take out a good team like Frankston today just adds to it for you.
It does, yeah. We know our best footy is capable of anything, and we fell off towards the end of the year, and we picked ourselves off coming to finals, and just goes to show, mate, we won a flag.
Dobbing that goal from out near the boundary halfway through the last quarter right in front of the supporters, the sealer, how did that one really must have meant something to you?
Yeah, it was. It's the only thing I've done all day, but I'll claim it.
No worries, mate. Congratulations. I'll let you get back and enjoy it.
We spoke about the half back line that we said of Hastings, but what happened in the first half? Frankston played into their hands. As you said, they just kept bombing it in forward. They kept going over the man of the mark. There was no run. There was no sideways movement. So Frankston did play into their hands in that first half by some pretty dumb footy.
Hopefully Johnny Rhodes can get Shawnee Foster down there, and Paul Rogash. It'd be great to talk to the best player on the ground in Paul Rogash, and Sean Foster, who crossed from Bomb Beach a couple of years ago to come and play with his mates and try and win a flag, and he's been able to achieve that too. So Johnny's right in the mix of the Hastings players down there, who understandably are celebrating hard.
It was just, again, a terrific effort. We spoke to Dunny last week, and he mentioned it was the third layer. It's taken 3 years to get this game plan and fitness. The tightest bond he's felt the group's had as a bunch of blokes. They're really. You don't win premierships, Blackers, unless you've got a really tight group. And probably over the journey at Hastings, looking from the outside in, you could question that. They have a lot of recruits come and go, and they played as we spoke about those guys playing their role. That's what a bond and a tight group does. Blokes are happy to play a role.
More so than ever. You know,
well, it's a bit like a bit like Rosebud last year, Nick. You know, that took you 3 years to get that game style and those plays and the positions you certainly wanted, and certainly the bond that you guys especially had over Somerville, and that's what happens, and that's exactly what Hastings have done.
Johnny Rhodes is down there with Shawnee Foster.
Yeah, I got Sean Foster with me here, mate. Big goal in the last quarter. You've come across with your mates to win a premiership, and that's exactly what you've done.
Yeah, mate. It's pretty surreal right now. Just can't believe we've won a flag. We came here 2 years ago to play with a couple of mates, and we've just grown so much as a group. We've learned to love each other and just become best mates. So, absolutely wrapped, mate. Absolutely wrapped.
To get off to that great start, keeping a team like Frankston goalless in the first half really set the thing up for you.
Yeah, it did. It did. I thought we used the ball. We used the ball really well through the middle of the ground, and look, they missed a couple of opportunities, and we made the most of ours. But we've got off to a good start in every game, and it's been really important, going from week to week to week to start well. And I think, obviously we're lucky to hang on, mate. They kept coming. Just didn't think they'd go away, but it's good to get the win.
Must have been a good feeling to kick that late goal just to stop them when they had all that momentum going.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to get one through. Just luckily fell into my hands, and mate, Cole McVeigh kicked a couple of absolute rippers as well. And look, they're the moments that you really cherish and you remember forever.
No worries, mate. I'll let you go and get to gold.
Thanks, mate. Good on you. Cheers.
Yeah, well done, Jonty. Great stuff down there, getting a couple of the key players. And you talked about Nick Jewell, Hastings coming together, and Foster just said that team learning to love one another. In his write-up in the Footy Record, lastly to the players, thank you for giving your heart, body and soul every week. About 2 months ago, I saw this group grow into a team and into a solid group of mates. Go get them, boys. You deserve it. And that's exactly what we saw out there today.
Absolutely. I think he mentioned last week that it was the Sorrento game. They'd been challenged the previous 2 weeks and had a couple of bad losses. We got them out there on a really wet, sluggish,
terrible day,
shocking day. And it was
put their head over the ball that day,
it did, sure did. It was a grinding win. We challenged, got to within 4 points, and they just won the game through work rate. And he said that was sort of the catalyst that bonded the group and realised, right, hard work can get us where we need to get to.
Yeah, they got their...
terrific effort by Is it Brett Dunn or Brendan Dunn?
Brendan Dunn.
Brendan.
He'll know.
All right.
He'll know he's now.
Yeah.
I'll call him Brendan now forever.
Yeah.
No, it's great coaching effort being a playing coach.
Oh, and
Kid, Hardys and Blackie.
It's just a wonderful story for him as well because he's had wretched run with injuries.
Yeah.
He almost ditched
Retired,
it last year
That's
and
right.
did a pre-season. He told us after the game last week, didn't he? And he just did a pre-season this year and thought, you know what, I'm just going to have another crack. He missed 26 weeks of work last year. Lucky he works with his old man, like he said, but 26 weeks of work, half a year. And, through injury. And to get back into not only play
like
football
you,
again, but
you only work 26 weeks of the year.
coach a premiership. So he goes to more luncheons than I know.
It's not about quantity, it's about quality.
It was a wonderful performance by the Hastings Football Club, and they're down there receiving their presentation medals now, and deservedly so, as Frankston Bombers make their way over and lick their wounds for what was a pretty tough day at the office for them. And there was a wonderful performance from the Hastings Football Club. 11-15-81 have knocked over Frankston Bombers in the 2016 Nepean League Premiership, 6-18-54. Boys, thanks so much for all your hard work today. To Tony Blackford, to Scotty Beale and to Nick Jewell. Thanks for your support
been enjoyable,
throughout
boys.
the 2016 season, boys. Really enjoyed it. Look forward to your company again next season. We've got one more footy show to go. That's next Saturday morning. We'll do a Peninsula show for the full hour and get all the coaches on for that game. Don't forget to tune in to the RPP tomorrow afternoon from 2 p.m. for the live action of the preliminary final. It's Mount Eliza versus Pines. Johnny Rhodes, Michael Voss, and a host of guests will be in the chair. Thanks for your company this afternoon, wherever you've been listening, and we look forward to your company again tomorrow and next week. It's been a wonderful day of football here in the 2016 Nepean League Grand Final. Hastings, the 2016 Premiers, 11-15-81 to 6-18-54. You've been listening to RPP, the voice of Peninsula football.
This portion of the NPNFL broadcast was brought to you by the right